Okay, so when we think about getting knowledge, it's usually, pretty straightforward, adding things up. But today, we're doing a deep dive into some source material where information, even who you are, becomes a weapon. We're talking high-stakes galactic business, Jedi training going sideways, and some really, really dark psychological games.
That's right. We've got this stack of sources detailing a pretty complex event. It involves young Jedi Knights, an Imperial remnant group hiding in the shadows. Our mission really is to dig into the tactics they used. We want to pull out the surprising stuff, cutting-edge tech, the psychology they use to try and, well, coerce people, and how sometimes, your deepest secrets or maybe just a small hidden act can end up being the key to survival.
And right at the heart of it all, driving the plot, fueling the tech, even providing the escape route, is this incredibly valuable substance called Karuska gems.
Exactly. Let's set the scene. We start on Yavin 4 at the Jedi Academy. And right away there's tension. Luke Skywalker won't give Jacen Solo a lightsaber yet. He tells him basically, patience is as strong an ally as any weapon.
Yeah, and Jason's just not having it. He insists, I'm ready now. And that really sets up the whole theme, doesn't it? Being ready versus being tempted by power you maybe haven't earned. Luke says, wait. Jason immediately looks for, well, another way.
And that same kind of internal conflict, we see it mirrored in Tenel Ka. She actually skips the trip we're about to talk about. Why? To avoid some royal ambassador her grandmother sent. See, she's heir to the Hape's throne, but she absolutely hates hip-hand politics.
Right. She views the politicians and the evil Night Sisters as just two sides of the same coin, power-hungry, manipulative.
Exactly. She'd rather be known as a warrior from Dathomir. Honest, direct. That's her identity. But okay, so Tenel Ka stays behind. The main group, Jacen, Jaina, Lowbacca, and that little translator droid MTD, they head off with Lando Calrissian
to his Gemdiver station, this orbital mining platform around the gas giant Yavin.
And this is where we get the lowdown on these Karuska gems. They're super rare quantum crystals, formed way down deep in Yavin's atmosphere near the core, under insane pressure. The sources are clear. They're the hardest known substance, period.
Hardest known substance. Wow. And Lando's making bank off him. He's got these Karuska fishermen skimming for small stuff. But the big ones, they need the fast hand, this deep diving submersible, and it's got Imperial tech protecting it. Quantum armor.
Yeah, Imperial developed quantum armor, and that's a key detail, actually. It shows just how advanced and maybe how dangerous this whole operation is. They need top-tier protection against the pressure of the storms down there. Using the hardest substance, protected by the best armor, it's inherently risky.
Okay, high risk, high reward. And this leads to Jacen doing something, well, sneaky. During a dive, a dangerous one, he actually uses the Force to snag a big Karuska gem. But instead of handing it over...
He hides it, sticks it in his boot. Why? As a secret gift for his mother, Leia.
A hidden gift. A small act. Kind of selfish maybe, but also understandable.
Understandable, yeah. But that single hidden gem, it's like the catalyst for everything that follows. It completely changes the game, even though he doesn't know yet. It invites danger.
And danger arrives, all right. Big time. An attack on Gemdiver Station, led by this really sinister Night Sister Tamith Kai. They come in with Imperial ships, skip ray blast boats, and first thing, they use ion cannons. Just fry the circuits on the station's defense satellites. Defenses down.
Then comes the shuttle, a modified assault shuttle with this nasty-looking circular attachment. And the young Jedi figured it out pretty quick. How are they cutting through the double-armored hull?
Let me guess.
Yep. Industrial-grade Karuska gems. The very things Lando mines.
Oh, the irony. Lando's horrified, right? They used our own gems against us. He basically armed them.
He really did.
Okay.
And those gems, they trace them back later to a broker on Borgo Prime. So the supply chain got compromised. And it becomes clear fast they aren't there for loot. They're using stun beams.
They want prisoners. Jacen and Jaina sense it. It's Garrus they want, isn't it?
Exactly. It's personal. Tamith Kai leads the boarding party. And with her, Quarrel. That former Imperial pilot the twins actually helped before. Bit of a betrayal there. And just like that, they're captured and taken away.
To the Shadow Academy, which sounds ominous.
It is. It's not just some base. It's a cloaked space station, Taurus-shaped, bristling with weapons. And it's designed for one purpose. Training Dark Jedi.
Dark Jedi, okay. And the leader, Brakiss, a former student from Luke's own academy, an Imperial spy.
The very same. Handsome, charismatic, apparently. And his goal is huge. Create Imperial Jedi for a second Imperium. His whole philosophy is that the light side is, well, limiting. True power, he thinks, comes from mixing light and dark, using those strong emotions: fear, aggression, hate, anger.
Okay, that tracks with the usual dark side playbook. But wait, his first move with Jacen. It seems counterintuitive. He immediately gives Jacen the one thing Luke denied him, a lightsaber. A blue, sapphire-bladed one. Isn't that rushing it? Giving him power before he's earned it, dark side style.
But that's the tactic. It's psychological warfare. He's not trying to slowly seduce Jacen. He's hitting Jacen's biggest desire, his frustration point, immediately. Grant the wish, then weaponize it. He gives him the saber and then pushes him. Go on, use your anger, strike me down. Knowing that very act would start Jacen down the path. It's about instant gratification leading to dependence.
Wow. Okay, that's manipulative. What about Lowbacca? How do they target him?
Tamith Kai handles Loey,
Oh.
and she zeroes in on the Wookiee potential for massive rage. She uses sensory torture. Horrible sounds, blinding lights, freezing water, pure physical and mental torment.
Brutal.
And she does something else. She takes his Wookiee belt, which isn't just clothing. For a Wookiee, it's a huge symbol of honor, independence, maturity. She's trying to strip his identity. She pushes him and pushes him until he finally snaps, lets out this howl of fury, and destroys the sonic generator that's torturing him. He used the rage.
He succeeded, but at what cost? What's the reward for that?
Oh, it's chilling. Tamith Kai gives him back his translator droid, MTD, but it's different. It's been reprogrammed. Now it spouts Imperial propaganda, praises the Empire, calls Tamith Kai your friend. They tried to twist his loyalty using technology.
How does Lowbacca react?
It's actually a key moment for him. He doesn't smash the droid in anger. He just reaches out and switches it off. It's like he realizes right then that giving in to the rage is exactly what they want. He has to resist differently, find another way. Ingenuity over fury.
Smart move. Okay, so Jacen's tempted, Loey's tortured. What about Jaina?
Jaina gets maybe the cruelest test. She's blindfolded, fighting what she thinks is a super realistic hologram of Darth Vader. Intense duel. But then Brakiss steps in, stops the simulation, and reveals the truth.
Which is?
She wasn't fighting Vader. She's fighting Jacen.
Fighting her own brother.
Yeah. Brakiss claims it was a test to see which twin was stronger, more worthy of the dark side training. But it's pure emotional sabotage, trying to shatter their bond, turn them against each other. It's designed to break that core Jedi value of connection and loyalty.
That's just horrific. The Shadow Academy isn't just training, it's trying to fundamentally break them down.
Absolutely. But while all this is happening inside the Academy, Luke and Tenel Ka are on the move. They follow the trail of those industrial Karuska gems used in the attack. It leads them to Borgo Prime, the criminal hub.
Right, disguised as traders, Iltar and Benit, using that old ship, the off chance. Clever.
They find a Huttese info broker, and he confirms it. The buyer for those gems called herself a Night Sister.
Bingo. That word points them straight to Dathomir, Tenel Ka's homeworld.
Exactly. They go there, meet her great-grandmother, Ogwyn Jo of the Singing Mountain clan, and Ogwyn confirms their fears. There is a new group of Night Sisters, and brothers too, allied with the Empire. They're actively recruiting down in the Great Canyon.
So this confirms Tenel Ka's worst fears about the Night Sisters aligning with Imperial remnants. What does she do?
It steals her resolve. She invokes her clan's code. Never concede to evil. This is personal now. It's about protecting your friends, yes, but also defending the warrior identity she chose over Hapan royalty and the dark side corruption she sees in these new Night Sisters.
Okay, so what's their plan? Storm the canyon.
Something smarter. They go to the Night Sister camp, but they pose as potential recruits. They offer to go to the Shadow Academy.
Ah, infiltrate from within. Risky.
Very. They get picked up by the Shadow Chaser. Remember that name, it's important. It's a sleek ship, quantum armored, piloted by another Night Sister, Captain Garwin.
So more tests.
Oh yeah. Garwin immediately starts testing Tenel Ka, physically and with the Force. But she also mocks her, saying Tenel Ka relies too much on armor and muscle, not enough on the Force.
And Tenel Ka.
She proves her point, physically. Garwin tries to restrain her with the Force, but Tenel Ka uses her Dathomir gear, a grappling hook and fiber cord from her armor, to break free just for a moment. She's showing that her way, her skills honed outside the Force sometimes, can counter raw power. It's about resourcefulness.
Nice. What about Luke?
Luke had been kind of playing down his abilities during the tests, making himself seem less impressive, but then he just steps up, effortlessly uses the Force to lift Garwin, spin her around, completely incapacitate her, quick and clean.
Ha! Underestimated the Grandmaster, so they take the ship.
They do. They seal Garwin in an escape pod, hijack the state-of-the-art Shadow Chaser, and now they have transport and intel. They're heading for the academy.
Perfect timing, because back at the Shadow Academy, Jacen's making his move.
Right, during the sleep period. And remember that hidden Karuska gem?
The gift for Leia?
That's the one. This is the payoff. He pulls it out and uses its incredible hardness to cut a hole in his cell door's control panel. Just slices right through the metal casing.
So the thing he hid, the symbol of maybe a tiny bit of selfishness, becomes the literal key to freedom. Amazing.
Exactly. He accesses the wiring, slides the door open, and goes to get Jaina and Lowbacca.
Jaina immediately gets it, right? She formulates the plan.
Yep. She realizes Lowbacca is the key. He needs to get to the station controls and crash the system, specifically disable the cloaking device so the New Republic can find them later.
And Lowbacca, he uses the droid, the one they reprogrammed.
The ultimate turnaround. He plugs MTD directly into the main computer terminal. The droid still has those Imperial security codes programmed into it, so Lowie uses the enemy's own reprogrammed tool to bypass all the security passwords. Genius.
That is brilliant. What does he manage to do?
He does it, shuts down the cloaking device, seals almost all the non-essential doors throughout the station. The sources mention this great resounding clunk sound, locks the place down, then the alarms start blaring.
Chaos erupts. They head for the docking bay, but Luke runs into trouble.
He senses Brakiss coming. Brakiss tries to provoke him, strike me down. That classic dark side bait. If Luke attacks an unarmed opponent, it compromises him.
But he doesn't take the bait.
He doesn't have to. Jaina, already in the cockpit of the stolen Shadow Chaser, sees what's happening. She fires the ship's laser cannons right at the door controls near Brakiss. Melts them instantly, sealing the door, trapping Brakiss, and giving Luke the opening to get away clean.
Sister saving the day with some quick thinking and heavy firepower. Nice. What about Tenel Ka?
She has her own showdown. She's trying to seal the last main access door to the docking bay, but Tamith Kai bursts through her locked door, just furious. Tamith Kai throws dark-side energy at her, electrical bolts, trying to force a force duel.
But Tenel Kai sticks to her principles, Riz.
Absolutely. She refuses the force battle. Instead, she uses pure physical skill. A powerful kick with her hard-scaled boot connects squarely with Tamith Kai's kneecap, shatters it, and then she delivers that amazing line. I never use the Force unless I have to. Sometimes old-fashioned methods are just as effective.
Ouch! Physical discipline beats dark side rage. A perfect end to her arc in this story.
It really is.
All right.
So they're almost out. They get to the huge space doors of the docking bay. Jaina and Lowie are struggling to get them open. They just crack open, unexpectedly. Turns out Coral, the Imperial pilot who helped capture them, he was watching from a control tower. And in a quiet act of defiance against Brakiss, he secretly opened the main doors for them, then closed them right after they escaped.
Wow, so even he wasn't fully broken by the Shadow Academy. A little bit of conscience left.
Seems like it. So the group escapes. They get away clean in that advanced ship, the Shadow Chaser. Luke contacts the New Republic, tells them where to find the now uncloaked Shadow Academy, and Jaina and Lowbacca. Their next job is to analyze all the tech on the stolen ship, turn the Empire's weapons back on them.
So pulling it all together, we saw the Shadow Academy bangle power, that lightsaber, that raw anger, trying to turn ambition into, well, a trap. Bondage, really. But what worked in the end was different, wasn't it? It was Jacen's hidden gem, Lowie using the droid's programming, Tenel Ka sticking to her physical training, ingenuity and personal conviction won out.
Absolutely. And if you think about that Karuska gem, it started as this natural thing, formed under pressure, became valuable economically, got used as a weapon to break in, then used as a tool to break out. It makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's the most powerful resource you have? Maybe it's a skill nobody knows about. Maybe it's some private knowledge. Maybe even an emotional spot you think is a weakness. How could that thing, if someone else knew about it, be used against you? Or how could it, like Jacen's gem, become the unexpected key to your own freedom or success? Something to think about.